All right, welcome back, good people. This episode I'm titling Continuation of Creating Your Peace 3. So when you look at it online, it's just going to say Creating Your Peace number 3. My name is Larry James. My company is Speakwithlarry. And what I do is I teach people how to set up the foundation of their online business while assisting them with becoming more comfortable speaking about it. But I also have a podcast show, audio podcast show that I've been doing for almost 5 years now. And I'm getting prepared to create my first video podcast show because I like doing this type of thing so well. And everybody that I get a chance to cross paths with, get a chance to introduce myself with, I offer an opportunity for them to come and have an interview about the company that they have or the business that they like to start or the whatever topic they like to talk about, right? Because this is the era that we're in right now, the podcast era. And I love doing it. So I'm able to generate a profit from it. So I'm going to become syndicated with my video podcast show. So doing that allows me to kind of live in the world that I want to live in and share information about what I do and with the world what you do also, right? Because some of the people that I'll be interviewing, you may or may not know, but it's possible that you could be one of those people. So having said that, I want you to really consider or really think about what it is that you would like to do with yourself, with your life. Because once you're able to find out what you really kind of like are here for or what you feel like your purpose is, then your life shifts because now you can put work into that, right? Now, I was asking people this week the question, what are you working on right now to get better at? And I got a lot of blank stares or a lot of nothings. But the real reason I was asking that is for them to look within themselves, right? And if you're able to look within yourself, then you should be able to see or say to yourself that I should be doing something else. There's got to be more to life or more to me than just what I'm doing, right? And it is. And you actually create the life that you live. But only the successful people will admit it. Become one of those people. Become one of those stories that you hear about where, you didn't have a chance. And all of a sudden now you are the man or the woman, right? It can be done. Let me finish these really quickly because, I told you I will go into another dimension and I'll be 15, 20 minutes into it. Okay, so continuing on the creating your peace portion of this, focusing on good habits. On the other hand, it is found that you should always look forward to developing new and good habits. These habits may be going to bed early and getting up early, or regularly exercising, doing yoga, reading. Those are good habits because they help your mind, body, and spirit, right? Always think about that. Another thing you could do would take a 30-day challenge. I always like to share that process to people. All you have to do is set a goal for yourself and allow 30 days as a period of time that you're going to assess what's going on. And, a goal can be anything that you ever desire to do, or maybe it's a bad habit that you're trying to break, because just like you can gain some information and learn how to do things better, you can also kind of reprogram or unlearn what you learned, right? And then, you'll be better off for it. The next thing is meditation. The very common and easy way to flush out tension from your life is to meditate. I meditate every day, 7 days a week, no exceptions, because I consciously work on who I am. And, a lot of people that see you can't identify that in you, but you'll know, right? Be with good company. Good company always boosts you. It boosts you with positivity and guides you toward the right path. Think about when you're with somebody that you don't really enjoy being around, right? You really kind of want to get away from them as quick as possible. Even though, they may be your boss, or they may be someone who's, financing an adventure that you want, you may not really, resonate with their spirit, but you need them, right? The next one is cultivate a new hobby. The desire is very necessary for the human body as it maintains the neural functions of your body. You should always look forward to learning new things. It may be painting, pottery, reading, anything that will help a person to widen the physical, emotional, and mental aspects of his or her personality, right? These are things that you probably already know and you may be doing already. But if you're doing them and you're not getting the results you want, or you're not able to relax, or kind of free your mind sometimes, then do some more. Increase that, right? Kind of wear yourself out, and then you'll be on a different level, because you may be one of those people who can has the endurance or the ability to exceed what you've been doing, right? The final thing I want to talk about here is to work out. I work out 5 days a week. I don't necessarily recommend that you work out that much, but I'm older. I'm an older person, so I know it's important for me to maintain my health. And I've always worked out. Actually a trainer, but I'm not training anybody at this point other than myself. But when I'm in the gym, I'll give people assistance from time to time, because it's what we do, right? But I'm basically saying that to say this: always work on who you are. Always put in that effort and that time. Don't just look at your job as the end all be all. You are so much more than a job. You can make and generate so much more, and you have so much more value than what your job allows you to exhibit. So identify what you like outside of your job and start working on that. Start gaining more value in that. And when you do that, people will start to come to you. People start to ask you questions about what you're doing. What made you decide that you wanted to do that, right? Tell them, I listened to Larry James. Well, you can just tell them whatever you want to tell them, but, you'll have something to tell them, and then you'll start to feel differently about how you project or you present to the world. All right? Listen, I really appreciate this time I get to share with you guys every week. If you could do something like this in your life, I recommend you do, and get it out to the world. Put it out. There's different processes I use that you can use the same processes and get same or similar results. But it's going to require you. That's right. It's going to require your effort. So think about that, and I'll see you guys next week.